Okay, so this is a presentation about coaching your coaches. And I'm no expert on this or anything, but I'll just tell you guys what works for me, which is being honest and being real with your new people. That you get them signed up, and then what? Then what happens? Um, you want make sure you at least pretend like you know what you're doing, even if you don't. Basically, that's the bottom line. Fake it, fake it. Stephanie and I were just talking about this. Can you guys mute your audio, because I don't know how to do it without muting my own? This Zoom stuff gets complicated sometimes. All right, so the first thing you want to do when you get a new coach is send them a welcome email. And if you got one for me, great. I've been really on top of that last couple of months. I may have dropped the ball on that somewhere in the middle page. I don't know if you ever got one. My bad. Sorry. I will send you one, because in that email, there's this great link to the Diamond Council New Coach Bootcamp. And that's been a great resource. Everybody that I have had that is going through that, or that has gone through that, has immediately jumped up and became enrolled within like a week or two. So it's great for them to see how it's done, because really, like, you want your coaches to start making money immediately, right? You don't want them to be paying. I mean, obviously everybody has to pay for their Shakeology, but it'd be nice to have 3 people immediately on Shakeology, so it's not coming out of your pocket in your first month. So getting 3 people signed up is a great way to keep the ball rolling. Whereas if they don't get anybody the first month, then they're kind of like, I'm paying $90 for Shakeology, which still you're getting a great product at a great discount, but it makes it a lot easier to, make a little bit of money immediately. So how you get that done is you want to be there to answer their questions as often as you can. A lot of my people constantly IM me all day long, and because I don't have a full-time job, I'm usually available to answer the questions. Now, if you can't get a hold of me or Stephanie or whoever your upline coach is, we have our team pages that you can always get an answer from when you post in the team pages. So that's a great tool. Like, tell your new people that if I'm not available at any point in time, somebody will be available to answer that question for you. So use our team pages, the Fly Legacy, the Fit Legacy, and the Diamond Council as your main resource. Check the coach facts in the coach online office. You can usually find an answer there. Sometimes they're a little confusing as far as their verbiage goes, but you can usually figure out the answer to whatever question you're trying to find. Okay, so the 3 vital behaviors on as far as new coaching is to invite. You want to invite people to your challenge groups. I try to always start at least 2 a month, one in the beginning of the month and one in the middle or the end of the month. That way I am guaranteed to hit my Success Club. If you hit Success Club every month, that means that you're building your business on a consistent basis and increasing your salary every month. And that's ultimately, unless you're just in it for the discount, that's ultimately what you want to do to build this business. You want to double, triple, quadruple your income month by month by month. So inviting people, much as a pain in the ass that is, as far as putting yourself out there and asking people to join you, is the number one thing as far as a vital behavior. So figure out what you have time to do, and figure out how big you want to get and how fast, and have your list of people to check back and keep inviting them. Let your new coaches know to keep a running list always. Always, always, always. I'm a Post-it person. I have Post-its everywhere, which is fine, because they're upstairs on my bathroom mirror and next to my bed and all over my desk and in the kitchen and everywhere else. But I do sit down at least once a week. I try to get all these names like in my ongoing list. And your list is important because sometimes you haven't touched base with somebody in 6 months or so, and then you'll say, hey, hi, how are you? And they'll want to jump in a challenge group with you. Or they're the ones that want to come back and be a coach. You never know. You never know. So inviting people is the key. And you don't have to just come out of the blue and say, hey, I have a challenge group starting on da-da-da-da-da-da, because A, that's uncomfortable for you, and B, it's uncomfortable for them. So forming them and asking about their family, asking how their job is, asking how the vacation they just went on, doing all that stuff first before you hit them with the, hey, I have a challenge group starting, or hey, I have a free 5-day challenge starting, or hey, I have a train for a 5K group starting. Whatever it is, you hit them with that after you've jibber jabbered about everything else. The second of the vital behaviors that new coaches and all of us coaches need to do is be proof the products work. So you want to be doing your workout as the schedule says, or as close to the schedule says, or like Jeremy and I do a couple of different workouts and just go crazy and be proof the products work. You want to make your customers and make your followers and make your Facebook friends and family aware that this is part of your lifestyle now. And whatever your background is, whether you work a full-time job or you have 2 part-time jobs, or you have 8 kids and adopted one from Zimbabwe or whatever, you need to make it clear that anybody can fit fitness and health into their lifestyle, and be proof that the products work, because that's what this business is basically all about, is the health and the fitness. Drink your Shakeology. Talk about it to people. Don't spam people's news feeds constantly with just Shakeology ads. Nobody wants to hear about that. But funny pictures and funny stories about it, or like my daughter always stealing mine. That's a great conversation starter. Get a picture of your kid drinking it. Get a picture of your dog licking it. Get a picture of it spilled down the front of your shirt. Whatever you need to do to get it out there that you're using the product to strike up a conversation. That's a great way to do it. So tell your coaches, don't be afraid to put yourself out there in a non-sleazeball kind of way. Don't be afraid to make fun of yourself. Don't be afraid to say, to post on other people's timelines that are in your challenge groups and stuff. Hey, did you try the new strawberry yet? I mixed it with pineapple today and it was awesome. If you've got somebody in your challenge group, tell your coaches, if they've got people in their challenge groups, then to go ahead and post on their Facebook walls about it, in a non-sliming kind of way. Hey, did you like the chocolate recipe I sent you? That'll start a conversation, maybe not with you directly, but maybe with that customer. Somebody on their friends list will say, I saw you were drinking the Shakeology stuff. What do you think about it? And they kind of will do the work for you. So that's another like really good idea, as far as like being proof the products work. Because if you're not the only one word vomiting about Shakeology and other people that are not coaches are talking about it, that's a great way to get the word out about it. The third vital behavior is personal development. And what that means is learning every day, learning every week, however much time you have to sit aside to listen to video trainings like these that Stephanie and I do every week, or that Lindsay Krause does with the Diamond Council. That's part of personal development. There's a ton of books out, like GoPro, Eric Worre, and all of Danny Johnson's stuff, all of her audio materials and books, and basically any kind of like self-help book that you can find for like $5 at Big Lots can help you, can help you be a better person. I just got Rich Dad, Poor Dad at a thrift store for $1.99. And I know it's might be a little bit dated because I think it came out about 15 years ago, but I've never read it before and I might learn something from it. And it was $2, so who cares? Who cares if I don't even learn anything, but I'm sure I will because I've heard people talk about it. And it was on the bestseller list for like 40 weeks or something, forever. So there's tons of things you can do for personal development. There's a billion videos out there. There's a bunch posted in our team page and the Diamond Council team page. And anything that makes you a better person or a better coach or a better business owner is considered personal development. So whatever it is that you have time for, if you have a long commute to work, like some of these audio discs are great to listen to in the car. Sure, it's not as fun as listening to, one of those country singers or whatever all you Brooksville people like, but it's getting that out of the way as far as learning something new each day. And maybe you don't have time every day to do it, but do it at least once a week and as often as you can, because you will learn something and it will make you better at this business. So encourage your new coaches to use personal development, and you as a coach should also be, a product of the personal development. I do a lot of things kind of unorthodox as far as the way I talk to people and the way I teach which is fine, but that may not work for you and it may not work for your coaches. So definitely tell them there's plenty of other resources out there besides just what Stephanie and I put out, because we're only 2 people out of a bunch of other wildly successful coaches, and all of their stuff is all over YouTube. There's like 15-star diamond Lindsay Matway, and she's very forthcoming with all of her information. You can find all of her stuff everywhere. And Paige and I actually have some hometown ties to her, like Stacey Westbrook's on her team and stuff, and they absolutely have no problem inviting us to their events and that kind of thing. Like in Vegas, she's doing a big event, so of course I'll be there. Why not? She obviously knows what she's talking about and built this business huge in like 2 or 3 years to where she's making well over 6 figures, and she started with no upline leader. She didn't even have any leadership. So that speaks volumes about what kind of resources are out there, because she didn't just discover it, on her own. She watched personal development videos and figured out what was working for other people and implemented into her own business. Okay, so what else? Okay, you want to help your new coaches navigate through the back office, because it's kind of confusing. Or the coach online office. Back office is kind of like the old school way of talking about it, but the coach online office, it gets kind of confusing. Go ahead and make a short YouTube video if you want, or find one of the ones that somebody on our team has done about navigating through the coach online office. Just go through the tabs and have your screen shared and say, this is where you're going to start. My websites start here. You edit your websites. You want to make them yours personally. New coaches sometimes don't know that they get 3 different websites. Go through the sales and marketing tab, explain what all this stuff is, the My Business tab. I think I'm actually going to do this as far as my new coach welcome email is going to have a video from me. Like, hey guys, this is Jen, I'm your upline diamond, yada, 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 frada, and then share the screen like this is the online office. So that might be a good idea for you to either get on the phone with your new people and walk them through, or share one of the videos. Like I'm going to make one probably this weekend, maybe. We'll see how I feel after this race. Or Stephanie has one that we did. Did you get that one uploaded? Going through the back office? Zoom?
Still in 12 pieces.
Okay. So one of us will do another one soon. So that can be included in your coach welcome emails. And you know what? I don't care if you copy and paste everything that I sent you in a welcome email and send it to your people. It doesn't matter. As long as they're getting the information, that's fine. Do it however you want. You want to show them all the little tricks about My Desk, as far as like the e-card trick. Like if you send out e-cards, you can see how many times people have viewed them. And then those people you want to touch base with, like, oh, I just wanted to check in with you, because once you start getting all these free customers, it's hard sometimes for them to respond to you. So there's a couple different tricks to get them to respond to you. You can send them an email like, hey, Beachbody order status. If you saw that they had just became a customer that day, that means they don't have their stuff yet. So if you send them something with the subject line that says Beachbody order status, then they're going to open it. And you just want to say, I just wanted to make sure your order was processed and you had a shipping confirmation. Can you please let me know? Blah, blah, blah. Sincerely, your coach. And that way you can open that line of communication with them. It's not a great idea. So get your new coaches excited about this prospect of free customers. Because even though it seems like a hassle to go and email these complete strangers, they turn around and then go and I just had one order the Ultimate Reset. They ordered something from me, or they became a coach in like November. And then I never heard anything back. And then I saw that they opened the Ultimate Reset e-card I sent out a couple times. And I sent them a message, and then they just ordered it from me. So that's like commission that I didn't even do anything to earn. So awesome, right? Get your coaches excited about the free customers, and how they get the free customers is to become an Emerald coach. And it's a simple concept on how to become an Emerald coach. It's you plus 2, you and 2 other coaches, one on your right leg, one on your left leg. That's it. As long as you're active and they're active meaning they've ordered something that's over 50 PV. Shakeology is the easiest thing. You get it every month. You're always active. Boom. There you go. then you get those free customers. If you hit Success Club every month, then you get even more free customers. So Success Club, that's another reason why you want to get it every month, is the free people. Now, also in the Coach Online office, there's all this news and training. There's a tab specifically called News and Training, and it's just all kinds of information. It's a buttload of information. When you have some time, encourage your people to go through it and sit down and watch two videos a week or something like that. Give them mini goals to do. The boot camp in the Diamond Council, the new coach boot camp, it covers a lot of this stuff. So it takes the work out of all the new coach basics, takes it out of your hands, and they do it all in a group. So that's a great resource. And if you missed that boat, I'm sorry, that's my bad. I failed you as a coach, as a sponsor, but we're going to work on this together. And now I know like how it works, and I don't want anybody else to miss out on it. Now, if you've got people that are kind of like, I'm not really a salesperson, I don't want to be pushy, I don't want to ever come off on sales, like they're kind of shy about the whole thing, but they're going to be awesome if they would just come out of their shell. That boot camp is perfect, but it may be like too much out of their comfort zone. I mean, you want to kind of be out of your comfort zone to be successful at this, but you don't want to like immediately scare off your new people and make them think that they can't be successful at this because they don't want to go out there and put themselves out there. A great way to kind of, I don't want to use the term hold their hand, but a great way to kind of hold their hand is to run challenge groups with your new coaches. And I've done this since day one, because I don't know what's going on in the background of my house. I'm sorry. There's like animal noises happening, but, a great way to do it, like I said, is to run the challenge groups with your new people. Don't be afraid to ask your sponsors, or don't be afraid to tell your new coaches, hey, we can work on this together, and we can do it as a large group. And then like my team is going to do this big free 5-day challenge. And what I'm doing is I'm going to post the recipes and the meal plan and stuff, but every coach is going to be assigned a different day of the week to do the postings. And they're going to have to post like 2 or 3 times a day, either like an engaging question or a tip or something that gets the rest of the challengers talking. And if you divide that up between all the coaches helping on that team, it gives the responsibility to them, for one, and for two, it shows the people that they brought into the challenge that they are leaders as well. It's not just the main coach running it. Does that make sense? Nod your head. Yes. Okay, so working in team challenges is a great thing. Our P90X group, like we didn't have to worry about like delegating who was running the challenge or whatever, because there are so many like type A personalities on it, including the challengers, that we all just like went with it, and it worked out perfectly. It was like the most perfect challenge group ever. But they're not all going to be like that. You're going to have groups where people don't want to post, or the coach feels like they're posting too much or anything like, or stuff like that. So you kind of want to, like I said, hold their hand and help them. What else? Coaching your coaches. Basically, when you're coaching your coaches, hold on, who's talking? Hush. Basically, when you're coaching your coaches, you want to stay positive. I mean, people are going to get down on themselves, and people are going to be like, everybody that I talk to, like Crystal on my team says today, everybody wants to get in shape and lose weight, but nobody wants to put forth the time and effort, which is so true. So true. And she posted that in our team page, and I said, it's the absolute truth. And I thought about it for a little bit, and then it struck me, hey, Crystal, that would make a great post for your Facebook page. That will get, maybe those people that were giving her these doubts, maybe they'll see it, maybe they won't, but it'll at least like make her feel better for posting it, and somebody's going to like or comment on it, and that's going to make her feel better as a coach. Like, I'm not the only one that feels like this, and to like put it out there and get it off her chest that she feels like this, that's going to ultimately make her feel better. So you want to be encouraging, and you want to tell them, like, I've been there before. Like last week, for instance, I had kind of a slow week for the Life of Jen as far as numbers went, because the only 3 things I sold besides the Ultimate Reset from a stranger were 21-day fixed challenge packs. And I didn't even get any credit for those yet or points or anything. So I was just kind of like, kind of low numbers this week. So I was like, all right, well, I can't let this get me down. It's one crappy week out of 17 awesome ones. You know, you got to keep an upbeat attitude and keep everybody in your team kind of on the same pace. It's going to go up and down. I mean, not everything is perfect ever with any business ever. So keep that in mind. I mean, if your 9-to-5 job sucks 80% of the time, at least think that Beachbody is not going to suck, but maybe 10% of the time. Okay, let's just be real. All right, I think that's all I got. What do you guys have for me? Anybody? Hold on, let me unmute you. Because we're about to get kicked off the free Zoom. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of people on here.
Forgive me if you already said this, but did you talk about keeping like high spirits, high morale, like with your coaches, making it like a team? Did you talk about that?
No, we didn't talk about it, but like I just kind of try to keep my people like excited. Like, hey, we're in this together. This is fun. And as far as like finding the way you engage with your coaches, I try to, it's hard now because my team's getting kind of big, but I try to like talk to everybody at least once a week on a personal level as far as like IMing or something goes. And sometimes they have to reach out for me because I get kind of, a week goes by really fast around here, but I try to like talk to everybody like, hey, how's it going? Great job you're doing this week or whatever. And you just want them to feel like they are part of the team. And sometimes it's hard, especially when your team starts growing. But I try to keep it as far as like posting on our team page and stuff. Jen Strumsky's really good about posting motivational stuff on our team page. And so she takes care of that part for me, which is awesome. But yeah, you just want everybody to know that they're loved. And even if they're not like your direct person, like I've got some people in my downline that aren't my personally sponsored that, might be going through a rough patch or whatever that I'll reach out to like, hey, I see, crazy stuff's happening. Just so you know, I'm here for you. If you ever need anything, and they come back with, oh, thanks, and then don't do anything. But, it happens. What are you going to do?
Any coach can reach up to anybody like upline, like me, you, even higher than me, Lindsay, even higher than me, Christina, even higher than me, Christine. I mean, everybody's here to help everybody else be successful. It's not like you're just in this alone. You got to figure it out.
Yeah, no.
So
yeah.
You're going to have bad days. You're going to have bad weeks, but you got to reach out, not just think that you're in it alone.
No. And whatever you're going through, as far as like, people not responding, you can't sign up any coaches, your challenge groups aren't posting. We've all been there, we have all been there. We've all had those tough months to where like I've been freaking out, like I'm not going to make Success Club. What do I do? Blah, 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 blah. I'm on a streak. I can't not make it. And we've all been there, so ask for help. Ask for help. If you need help, ask for help. We're here for you. We are your number one resources. So, okay. What else, guys? Anything? Bethany, newbie, rookie in the house, round 2 for you.
Don't scare me.
Bethany's going through the new coach boot camp. It's a lot. It's a lot to throw at you, but it keeps you accountable and it gets the ball rolling, right?
Yeah, I think it's good. I'm kind of scared about those 3-way calls.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm scared about that.
That's okay. Just we'll do the 3-way calls. You can let me do the talking.
Okay.
Whatever it takes. Yeah, just let me know when, and we can rock it out. I'm a wordsmith, sort of. Most of the time.
Yeah, it takes the work off of you. That's what the 3-way calls for, so that you don't have to do all the talking.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because you're not going to have all the answers immediately, and neither do I. But I can at least I have some experience with different objections and stuff like that, so I can provide the answers for you. So the 3-way calls, and I mean, Stephanie can do them. Victoria would probably be a good person if you need to 3-way call with somebody. Victoria would be a good one because I know she's building her little team of people now. Yeah, so anybody we're all in this together. So yes, that's how you coach your coaches. Let them know they're part of a big family and that we're happy to have them, basically. And yeah, everybody's doing really great. Paige was on the leaderboard for the first time this week. Woo woo. Bree's a ruby. So that means diamond's like right around the corner.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. Everybody is on fire. I think it's super exciting. I'm just dying for Summit.
I'm dying in summer over here in Arizona. It's going to be like 92 this weekend. I'm sorry, I don't mean to rub it in, guys. I might actually get in the pool. The kids get in the pool every day, and I'm like, I ain't getting in there. But this summer or this weekend, I might. I just might.
Anybody planning on going to Summit, your business will blow up. Like, as soon as you go, you're going to have people coming out of the woodwork messaging you the whole time you're at Summit, like, I'm ready to sign up as a coach, just out of nowhere. So if you're not going, you need to go.
I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited.
Real quick about the 30-day push. I know Stephanie and Jen are going to do it, and myself. Okay, I don't know why I'm like overthinking it because I'm Emerald. So we just like touch base with each other on that. I'm like, my life is like depending on these 30 days that are coming up. It's like I'm preparing for a marathon, whatever. So
I'm preparing for a marathon, like a real one.
Oh yeah, literally.
Yeah. So, we can even open up a group for anybody that wants to do that. I don't care. But basically, invite until you're like dragging your nails and falling over.
I know I bought like 2 new Shakeology shirts so I can just live in wear and share gear for 30 days. Take my Shakeology bags to the grocery store and everything.
Yeah, these people stopped the dog and I. This guy and his dog stopped me and my dog on the run today to ask about T25 because I was wearing a T25 shirt. I was like, yeah, well, I was trying to keep pace though, so I was kind of short with them, which I felt bad about. But I'm like, dude, I'm in the middle of the training run. Can I have your number or something? That's what I wanted to say. But that's what I wanted to say, but I didn't. I was like all out of breath and sweaty and gross. I'm like, really, right now?
That's funny.
Yeah, but okay, all right, guys. Next week, Jeremy's Zoom is going to be on tech tips. So if anybody runs into any technical issues as far as their computer and that kind of stuff this week, jot it down and post in the Fit Legacy page, and then he can teach us how to do it. He's the nerd herd as far as that stuff goes.
The nerd herd.
Seriously, come with questions. Come with like problems or shortcuts like that he can help solve too. Right, Jeremy? Sorry, is that right?
Yeah, because I mean it's such a